Queen Naomi is said to have slammed an elder who, stated that Queen Naomi's bluff is unnecessary, that she ought to have shunned everything and returned back to the palace, knowing from the very beginning when she accepted to marry Kabiyesi that he is king and he is entitled to as many women as possible. That for Queen Naomi to sit there and begin to think that the wives need to leave the palace for her to come into the palace is something that is not even acceptable. That what makes her feel that she is better than other wives who are in the palace. And if Queen Naomi truly wants the Ooni of Ife, she should return to the palace and not allow these women go through what they are going through. It is also said that the man, the elder in question, has been in Canada receiving treatment. And so for the last 1.5 years, that man has not been in Ile-Ife. He just got better and decided to come back to Ile-Ife. When he came back, they said he came back like 2 weeks back, and he had his first meeting with the Ooni of Ife. He is a major decision maker in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and he thought that they should revisit this issue of Queen Naomi's coming back. And when they brought it to the table, he had to contribute his penny, and his penny was that Queen Naomi's bluff is just too much, that it's unnecessary for her to bluff the Ooni of Ife like that, that if she really wants to return back to her matrimonial home, she should return back and not make people, dishonor otherwise just to honor her. That is unnecessary. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. It's Dela on the Royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you, Dela, right? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Saying thank you to you can never be overemphasized. I see your comments. I see your love. I see everything. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for, being here. Thank you for loving Queen Naomi. I appreciate you so much. If you're yet to subscribe, please kindly go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. I appreciate you so much. Report reaching us right now is that Queen Naomi slammed an elder, a well-respected elder in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, because of the things that he said about her, that her bluff was becoming too much, that she should have returned back to the palace of the Ooni of Ife, that the reason why this thing is so escalated is because of her stubbornness and her refusal to return back to her matrimonial home, that she is leveraging on the fact that the Ooni of Ife is so much in love with her. It does seem as if the Ooni of Ife cannot move on without her, and that is the reason why she is feeling as if she's something that she is not. And they say when this man said that before the Ooni of Ife was very upset that the man is trying to take them back after a decision has been reached. But of course, we do understand that the man was not around. When he came back, he had to make himself relevant by coming to, try to retreat an issue that has already been treated, fairly. And so Queen Naomi is said to have slammed the elder and making the elder understand that if she would have to go through that decision she made over and over again, that she would do it 10 times over. The reason is because she did that for Tadenikawo's safety. That people can just sit back and say whatever they want to say because they do not understand where she is coming from, that she's been through a lot, gone through a whole lot of pains with these women. And the worst part was when it began to, get to Tadenikawo, she felt like Tadenikawo's, healthy existence was being threatened, and she could take anything but not anything that will affect the son adversely. And that was why she decided that it was enough for her to leave the place. And at the time, they said also that the Ooni of Ife was not really supporting Queen Naomi. That the support that Queen Naomi is getting now, that this support is just coming. That over time, the Ooni of Ife was no longer supporting Queen Naomi. Ooni of Ife was on the other camp. And for a woman, if you are a woman, you do know what it feels like when you know that your own husband, who is supposed to be your shield, your pillar is no longer there for you. Is on the other camp, like the camp of your enemy. You will not feel safe enough to be around there. And that was how she felt when she left the palace of the Ooni of Ife. But unfortunately, a lot of us who think that we can talk, like we wag our tongues, nobody feel like they should look from the part of Queen Naomi, what she's had to go through. She went through so much. The truth remains that she is not one who opens her mouth widely. The things that Queen Naomi has to say and the things that she has been through, if she was that woman that would open her mouth and speak anyhow, you find out that there would have, in fact, it would have been so much, like she would have had to put so much out there. But fortunately for the Ooni of Ife, she is not like that. So right now, this man came and spoke anyhow that her bluff is too much, she should come back. And Queen Naomi is saying that up until now, like now, as I'm speaking to you, I want you to know that Queen Naomi is still saying and standing her grounds that if those women do not leave that palace, she is not going to return back to the palace. That she's going to live her life and she will go ahead and remarry. Yes, so you heard me right. You heard me right. Now, what I am saying now is not to debunk what others are saying, no, that she is in the palace, she is with the Ooni of Ife, they are attending parties, they are attending events and all of that. I am not saying that it's not true, I don't know. But the one I know is that up until now, they have fixed the date, allegedly for Queen Naomi to return back into the palace, and they say that date is 2nd of June, some day around June. And they said that Queen Naomi is supposed to return back to the palace. And it is expected that by that time, the palace will be completely free and safe for Queen Naomi to come back with Tadenikawo. But I speak to you right now. They said because of what this man said, that Queen Naomi reverted back. That, look, even with all the agreement, everything that has been reached, come June, if the palace is not cleared of those women, that she is not coming back, she will go ahead and live her life and remarry and start up her life again. That when that time comes, whether Ooni likes it or not, Ooni will free her. That she is not returning back to that palace with those women there. She has said it and she's standing by it. She has never, ever changed it. There's never a time Queen Naomi has said that, okay, she's ready to come and, meddle around with those women, or come and be a second feeder, or come and stay in the palace with them, or come and, fight this their superiority fight with them. No. She is saying up until now that she would never regret the decision she made, because she made that decision for her son. If you don't wear the shoe, you will not know where it pinches. That if those women do not leave the palace, that she is not coming back. It doesn't matter what you think or say. So this is the situation of things. So you bear that in mind. I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.